Welcome to the One Family Podcast, where we encourage and equip families for the marriage and parenting journey. Each week, we share practical insights and real-life encouragement to help you strengthen relationships, navigate challenges with confidence, and build a home where love and connection thrive. Today's episode is about raising confident and resilient kids. Many families today are feeling overwhelmed, and children are experiencing higher levels of stress, anxiety, and disappointment much earlier in life. As a result, raising confident and resilient kids has become one of the most important and sometimes most challenging priorities for parents. These aren't qualities that develop overnight. They're built over time through intentional guidance, everyday experience, and consistent encouragement. It's also important to understand that confidence and resilience go hand in hand. You can't cultivate one without impacting the other. For example, confident kids are more willing to try. Resilient kids are more willing to keep going when it gets hard. Confidence helps a child step into challenges. Resilience helps them to stay in the challenge when things don't go as planned. Resilient kids are emotionally healthy. They don't avoid challenges. They learn how to move through them. And as they do, their confidence grows. Every time they face difficulty and keep going, they begin to believe, I can handle this. Over the years, as we've mentored parents and walked through our own parenting journey, we've discovered 3 meaningful ways to help kids grow in both resilience and confidence, and how small, everyday moments can shape your child's emotional strength for life.
The first way to raise confident and resilient kids is to teach them to have a growth mindset. Most children become discouraged when things don't come easily. Maybe they struggle with schoolwork, sports, friendships, or learning something new. When this happens, kids can quickly develop limiting beliefs. They may start saying, I'm just not good at this. I can't do it. I'll never get better at it. Without encouragement, children may stop trying altogether. They may fear failure, and they may avoid challenges. But parents can help by giving children the freedom to grow. This means teaching kids that mistakes are just part of learning. Improvement takes time, and effort matters more than immediate success. So whether it's academics, sports, friendships, learning to play an instrument, or learning a new skill, children need to see themselves as in process, not defined by a single outcome. Simple phrases can make a big difference. Instead of focusing only on results, try saying things like, I'm proud of your effort. Try that again. I see a lot of improvement. Keep going. You can't do it yet, but you're learning. That word yet is powerful. I can't do this yet. Yet means I'm still learning. It means I'm getting better at it. Yet helps kids understand that growth takes time. Another helpful strategy is to name your child's strengths. Tell them what you see in them. They're brave. They're kind. They're determined. They're thoughtful. They're creative. When kids begin to see themselves this way, they build confidence and resilience. They become more willing to try, fail, and try again. And that's the foundation of resilience.
The second way to raise resilient kids is to teach them to be happy for others. This might sound simple, but it's actually a powerful emotional skill. It's natural for kids to feel jealous or disappointed when someone else wins, gets recognized, or receives something that they wanted. Maybe they lose a game. Maybe a sibling gets attention. Or maybe a friend wins a special award. At that time, big emotions can surface quickly. Kids may start believing what we sometimes call the nevers. I never win. I never get picked. I never get what I want. These thoughts can quickly lead to discouragement, resentment, and insecurity. But parents can help kids move through these emotions by teaching them to celebrate others, even when it's hard. Encourage your child to congratulate a teammate, celebrate a sibling, or be happy for a friend. This might feel forced at first, and that's okay, because with children, actions often precede beliefs. When kids practice celebrating others, they gradually develop empathy, gratitude, and emotional balance. One of the best ways to teach this is by sharing your own stories. Talk with them about a time when you didn't win, or maybe a time when someone else was recognized and you didn't get recognized, or a time when you had to learn to be happy for someone else. These stories help normalize emotions while modeling resilience. And over time, kids learn an important truth. Being happy for others doesn't take away from your own success. In fact, it builds confidence, contentment, and emotional strength.
The third way to raise resilient kids is to teach them to be good at forgiveness. Hurt feelings, conflict, and mistakes are part of life. Kids will be left out. They'll hurt someone's feelings and someone will hurt theirs. Learning how to forgive and ask for forgiveness is one of the most important life skills children can develop. Forgiveness teaches several things: empathy, humility, personal responsibility, and emotional freedom, just to name a few. But forgiveness doesn't come naturally to most. Many children struggle to admit when they're wrong, and they may struggle to forgive someone who hurt them. That's why parents need to intentionally teach and model forgiveness. One simple but powerful practice is teaching children to use clear language. Will you forgive me for? I forgive you for. These words help children process emotions, repair relationships, and move forward instead of staying stuck in hurt, shame, or guilt. One of the most powerful ways to teach forgiveness is by modeling it in your own home. Let your kids see healthy conflict resolution, honest apologies, and grace-filled forgiveness. When children see forgiveness lived out, they learn resilience. They learn that relationships can recover. They learn that mistakes don't define them. And they learn emotional strength.
Every parent wants resilient kids. Children who can handle challenges, navigate disappointment, and grow stronger through adversity. But resilience doesn't happen accidentally. It's built intentionally through everyday moments, conversations, and experiences. Sometimes, with the best intentions, parents step in too quickly. We solve problems way too fast, we protect our kids from discomfort, and we try to smooth out every single challenge. But resilience grows when kids are allowed to struggle, to solve their own problems, to learn and to grow. Of course, we guide them and support them, but we don't remove every obstacle, because it's those obstacles that are often where resilience is built.
Raising confident and resilient kids doesn't require perfection, and that's a good thing. It happens in small, everyday moments. You're encouraging effort, celebrating others, and practicing forgiveness. These small moments add up, and over time, they shape emotionally strong and confident kids. Kids who bounce back, kids who grow through challenges, kids who develop resilience that lasts a lifetime. And it starts with what we model, what we teach, and how we guide them, one day at a time. Thanks for joining us on the One Family Podcast. If this episode encouraged you, we'd love for you to share it with another parent or family member. And remember, strong families don't happen by accident. They're built intentionally, one moment at a time.